So, on the case of the missing keyboard, we still don't know. I realised this pretty soon afterwards, but everybody's clueless. So, if you have seen our keyboard, do let us know. We want to know where it went. It sounds so odd to be missing a keyboard. I mean, it's not even wireless, which I would understand. You know, wireless keyboard is easy to move. This was a big, old, clunky, proper typing keyboard. It clicks when you... It kind of clicks when you type, so... It astounds me that people will steal keyboards. I'm not sure which is the accurate verb here. But, anyway. on a... I suppose the topic of moving, I thought I'd share a little tidbit of my life with you guys, which is next year I move from my childhood home for the first time. Now, I didn't really count moving to university as moving because I didn't expect to get incredibly attached to one place of living. I didn't mind my first year digs. My second year digs were fun because of the people in it. The ones I'm in now, most of the furniture belongs to me, so I may be a little bit attached to it. I know I will be by the end of next year, because I'll have lived there for 2 years. But I've never thought of moving to university as moving as such. But because my parents watch too much Place in the Sun, next year I'm moving next July. Now, it might seem odd that I know I'm moving next July, but that would be because I hate change. And as a way to stop me from freaking out and just losing the plot completely, my mother has to tell me things very, very far in advance. And this is one of them, because I don't remember moving into that house. I was 2, and we have never moved. My primary school was located behind it, was up the road from the school I did part-time in when I went to college. There's a lot of stuff in that area, and to think that I won't be there, that's not home anymore, is weird. That, and I'll have to find out what exactly is under my bed, which I haven't looked under in about 4 years. I know there's a foot spa. That much I know. I'm fairly convinced there's one of those beady sleepy pillows, you know, that people used to buy for airplanes, and then they realised the inflatable ones were just as easy. There's possibly one of those, possibly 2 of those. But I have no idea what else, other than maybe my cat. Yeah, I'm frightened to tidy my room. I'm not the cleanest person on earth. And everything has a place and everything in its place does not apply in my world. So this should be an interesting escapade. I'll keep you updated on that one. But to reference back to what I was saying about my parents watching too much Place in the Sun, the reason we're moving is because we're doing a house swap so that they can break ties to the old house, so that they can move to Greece, which is pretty cool, I'll admit, it's nice, but the place they're moving into needs some work. It's a concrete shack. I feel I'm right in saying that. It doesn't have any hot water yet. There's an electric shower which is too powerful, and if you have it on anything than the lowest settings, it just flips the switch. It switches the fuse. Greeks didn't believe us that there was a wire that processed that much energy. That's a different story. Maybe I'll go more into that in the future. But right now, I thought I'd channel my inner goth. And by inner goth, I mean 80s. Yes, 80s. What's goth and 80s? Well, spin me round. Dead or Alive, which is kind of glam goth. And then the real goth, which is, of course, the granddaddy of goths, Depeche Mode. Excellent track. That was Depeche Mode with Personal Jesus, which, oddly, I didn't grow up with. I grew up with the Marilyn Manson version. Yeah, slightly more rock. I really enjoy... I think some of Manson's best work was cover work. I know it's odd to have an opinion on Manson while playing 80s songs, but, you know. I mean, Beautiful People was good. Although I've heard that there are children who don't know what the Beautiful People is, and it's reminded me how 90s that song is. Good track. I'd play it for you if I had a keyboard, but I don't. So, instead I'm going to talk to you about something that's kind of near and dear to our hearts right now. And I wanted to turn this backing music off just for a little while and have a moment. My heart goes out to the French students right now those in France and in Preston. I realise it's a very tough time and sympathy can only do so much, but if you need support, it's here for you. There will be, I believe on the 25th of November, there will be a peace speaking here in Preston. Here it is, 25th of November, UCLan will have a day of peace at the university. If you don't have Hannah Mason on Facebook, she's head of SU Media, and she's organising it, or helping organise it, I believe. So if you're interested, email sueducation@uclan, and there's an opportunity to speak, or you can just come along. But just know that we're here for you, and we can't do much, not just France, Lebanon, Iraq, Afghanistan, Mexico, Japan, everywhere in the world it seems everywhere is suffering right now, and we all need to stand together. I bring this up because Britain is not as closed-minded as it is currently being portrayed in media, but I can guarantee that there will be a rise in hate crime because of the way the human mind works, and there are ways to stop it. If you see someone attacking, verbally abusing, just generally hurting someone that you believe is innocent, a Muslim student especially right now are very sensitive to this, please tell security, tell the police. There are notifications all over UCLan with people you can tell about this. Keep an eye open, because it's a very vulnerable time right now, and we all need to help each other out. And I don't really have much to say on that issue, because I find it very difficult not to sympathise or empathise with everyone right now. It's a very tough time, and we're here for you. That's all I can really say. We are here for you, and if you need us, you know where to find us. And if you know someone who might be affected by this, maybe give them a shout. Maybe let them know. And, I mean, there's no easy way to segue from that. But I thought I'd play The Woman Who Sings to All Our Hearts When We're Sad. I thought I'd give you a little Adele. Because, while not necessarily a tragedy song, it is sobering, as these events have led us to feel.
Frequency. UCLan student station. Run by students for students.
Adele, Someone Like You. That song gives me goosebumps. I mean, a lot of Adele's work is very emotion-provoking, but that one in particular strikes a chord. For me, anyway. I know a lot of people love her new song, Hello, but there's only one song I can think of. Because, of course, there's always the meme that go around, Hello. The famous one being Lionel Richie, isn't there? Hello, is it me you're looking for? Which I believe Lionel Richie actually tweeted to Adele after its launch, which is brilliant. For some people, if you say hello, it leads to Adele. Some people, it's Lionel Richie. Personally, I have a different reaction, and I'll lead up to this by saying that I bought a record from this band, and I'm so excited over it because it has some very, very pretty vinyl art. It's something I miss, is people who used to paint all the covers or the artwork. That was a real career, and I miss that, because now it's all just words on album covers. Sometimes it gets creative, sometimes it's just the artist stood in a wind tunnel, essentially. Calling you out, Ellie Goulding. That was lazy. Sorry, that joke doesn't really work because I'm still coughing a little bit, but Ellie Goulding's new album came out, and I believe it's being reviewed tomorrow on Frequency Fry-Up. It is massive, and I've heard mixed reviews on it, so if you're interested, tune in tomorrow. I believe it is 8 till 10 o'clock, and they'll be playing it all throughout the week. It's Album of the Week. And, back when cover art took effort, there was a certain band that I feel did it so well, in my tiny opinion. And by that I mean pompous, because I love these guys. You know who they are. I know who they are. People in space know who they are. Well, they should do anyway, because that was what some of their vinyl art contained. It's Electric Light Orchestra! Yeah, so when you say hello to me, you won't get how are you. Sorry, no, you will get how are you. I ruined the joke. I was going to say it's not hello, is it me you're looking for? You won't go hello from the other side, you'll get how are you. Can't do anything right today, can I? Missing keyboards, messed up jokes. It's Monday. It's Monday. I'm going to give it the excuse of the Mondays. I'm going to stop talking and also give you the Electric Light Orchestra with Telephone Line. Telephone Line's the Electric Light Orchestra. I love that band. I don't know anyone who doesn't like the Electric Light Orchestra. If you are someone who doesn't, kindly go sit in a corner. No, they are one of the great rock bands in my opinion. And yes, they're rock. I don't care how much organ or synth they use. They're called rock. And I have their best of album and their Mr. Blue Sky LP. Yeah, I'm so old I don't even call it vinyl. I call it LP, which is something my dad doesn't do, which is kind of gutting. So I'd like to apologise to my dad and Alex, who from Manchester, who had requests for this week. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. I will put them on the list if you still want them next week. They will go on a list, and you can have them then. But to answer questions, I've been asked what these bedding tracks are called. So the more rock one I play is called Brontosaurus. This current one playing is Coffee Stains. End of Summer is the more poppy one, and Fortaleza, beg your pardon, is the other one I play. And they're all able to be found on YouTube's copyright free. I've forgotten what the other one is. I've forgotten the other name for copyright free. But it's public domain, that's the one. Public domain tracks found on YouTube. There's a huge big playlist of them. You can check them out there. I know I like using them. It's nice. It's nice to have a bit of something in the background. But I got distracted. Beg your pardon? No, I got distracted because I'm on the radio. And I have been binge watching things lately because I'm fed up of my own music taste. So I've been looking for new things. And this song isn't new. Not at all. But it is fun. And it has to do with visual things and auditory things. I'm just beating around the bush. This video killed the radio star, and some of you hate it. I personally love it, and it has one of the most iconic samples ever, and Nicki Minaj ruined it. We'll go into that later. His video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. To answer your question, this one is Brontosaurus. But yeah, as I was saying about Nicki Minaj, there's a sentence I never thought I'd say. No, they used a sample from that, specifically the oh, that is so iconic from it. Had Nicki do it, which I didn't mind, that was fine. But then they also turned it into the most boring party song to ever exist. There was no life in it. If you're curious to check it out, because I'm not going to play it on the show because I have taste, it's called Check It Out, I think. And you can find it, and it has a very depressing music video when Nicki Minaj tries to do the robot and fails. And it also has Will I Am, because of course it has Will I Am. It was just one of those things. There's actually someone I haven't heard from in a while since he did that awful song with Justin Bieber, in which Justin Bieber sounded alright. He's been doing a scary amount of that lately. All he needs to do is improve his personality. That ain't happening. Not without rehab. And as Amy said, they tried to make me go to rehab, but I said nope. So unfortunately, I didn't have time to download my usual blues track for this weekend. We found the keyboard. I was being really stupid. It had been stored away somewhere where I didn't know there was an empty slot. So luckily, management has come in and set me right. And we found it. It was in the studio. I'm just dumb as cheese. It's fine. To be fair, the show before me didn't know where it was either. So it's not just me. I'm not that dumb, I'm gonna say. But yeah, so we have a keyboard now. So don't worry, your requests will get played next week. And all is good in the studio. But I'm going to end on a band that I've discovered, and I quite like them. They're a rock band, of course. They're American. They're 70s, 80s, so really quite cool. And they're a lot of fun. I like this track. They're, how do I say, they're kind of iconically, I can't word it. I'll let you listen to them. So here is Georgia Brown signing off for my Monday night. On next is Gwillem with Rock the Radio, and as usual, it should be pretty good. I've got hiccups, I apologise if I sound weird. I'm trying not to hiccup into the microphone. So here is a band called 38 Special with Hold On Loosely.